Episode 21. We're still here, August 22nd. It is the next day, it's Sunday, and today I want to talk about, drum rolls, energy, but not the hippie type of woohoo, hocus pocus energy this time. I want to talk about energy in a more traditional sense, meaning your life force, your battery power, um, the strength and power that you have to your availability on a daily basis, and how it basically controls your entire life depending on whether you have a lot or not. So, yesterday, I had a very busy day for my standards. I went running 6K in the morning first thing when I got out of bed. Then I met with a friend right after. We talked for like 30 minutes, hung out. Then, as you all know, I went to meet Ilsa, who you saw in the video yesterday, which was an amazing encounter. Had the best time. We spent, I think, the whole afternoon basically. And as you can imagine, like when you're meeting someone new and you have a lot of stuff to talk about, it's very intense. And then right after that, I had already made plans to go out, so I literally I had to rush home to go and meet my friend to go to the bar, where we actually ended up running into some old acquaintances who were super happy to see us. So long story short, I was basically, besides from the 6K that I was running at the best of my abilities, I was talking all day and um, exuding and using energy, obviously, to listen, to hear, to speak, to react. And this morning, I basically woke up exhausted. Like, you can't tell right now, but I'm dead. Because I feel like yesterday I did 5 times the normal amount of time that I was spending with people or being social. And it just struck me once again how I feel like honestly I'm not really able to do much today at all, like in any capacity. I'm just kind of like empty. And it's not just that, it's also the fact that I had the lack of sleep. I went to bed late yesterday, got up early this morning because I committed to a Sunday morning workout with another friend, and I don't like canceling plans. I don't like bailing on people, so I did it, which I shouldn't have because I should have really slept in. And the night before that, I also had a short night, so I'm basically combining um, a lack of sleep with a high usage of my emotional energy. Now, the emotional energy from in my experience, if you have like a thorough good night's sleep, like it should be replenished the next day. Like you should be fine. You should be ready to go the next day in general. The lack of sleep, however, and also my diet in the last couple of days has not been on point. That is what mainly attributes to me being very tired and feeling just like dead on the inside today. And if you don't take care of yourself, because basically, like people always talk about like being healthy and getting your diet in check, but usually they look at it from a vain point of view, like an external physical point of view. Like you gotta eat clean so you look good, right? Or you gotta like properly sleep so you can build muscle and this and that. But it's not. It's surely not even about that. It's more so if you don't have energy, you're basically not able to do anything. And I think that anyone working a gruesome 9 to 5, um, that maybe even has kids on top of that. Like I get it, I understand. If you are trying to raise kids and you're working full time 9 to 5, there's just not much left in the tank. for you to do. And I wanted to really like talk about that today in this video. If you're not like getting closer to your goals, if you don't feel like you're getting enough done, or like doing the things that you really want to do, like that's what you should really look at. Like, what am I doing to make sure that I'm well rested? What am I doing to make sure that I'm well fed? And again, like in a lot of people's cases, because we don't have to beat around the bush here. Like again, like both of my siblings have had multiple kids, so I've seen firsthand what happens to you when you are raising young kids, babies, and you're working full time. Like it's just anything else basically goes out the window. So I'm not even like, honestly, I'm not even gonna pretend like I'm talking to those folks, because you basically have two jobs, which is staying alive and raising your seeds to stay alive, and then after that, like once they grow up, like you can start kind of like doing more things for yourself again. But the people that don't have kids, you really have no excuse to, like, let's be honest. If you don't have kids, even if you're working full time, there's no reason for you not to get your 8 hours of sleep in and take care of your diet. Because if you're not doing that, you're not going to be able to accomplish anything else. You're just going to be sluggish, be tired, and then you're going to reach for alcohol, partying, and stuff like that to feel to feel relaxed and unwind, because your daily reality is quite miserable because you're always dragging yourself through it. Don't get stuck in that cycle where you're constantly sleep deprived, constantly abusing coffee, caffeine, other stimulants to stay up and get the job done. And then first opportunity you get, like go out and have fun because you had a shitty week because you've been tired all week. That only perpetuates that. So you have to really try to break that cycle. It's so utterly important. And it's one of the things that me growing older, being 34 now, like that is probably, I love every single aspect about growing older. I really do. I never understand people that look back on high school days, or um, like past times with this intense sense of nostalgia. Like I wish I was 18 again. I don't get that. Like I love becoming older and knowing myself more. The only thing is, and that's what all young people take for granted, like if you have access to this like unlimited, seemingly unlimited amount of energy, that will begin to dwindle as you progress in age. So the older you get, the better you have to take care of your body, and that's where diet comes in. That's where supplementation comes in. Vitamin D, guys, everybody should be taking vitamin D. Also omega-3, obviously fish oil, but still there's a lot of folks who are not using that. And sleep. All right, so get on that. If you're not on that, get on that. This is literally the building block. This should be the third block of your pyramid. Like sufficient sleep, healthy diet, and then you can begin to build. You're not gonna get any closer to achieving your goals or progressing as a human being if you don't have those things in check. And I just like, that's what I'm feeling right now. Like I neglected those things only for a couple of days, and already I'm just like, whoa. Like today is a Sunday. It's actually beautiful weather, but it is a shame. Like I'm just gonna have to use it to recover, which there's nothing wrong with. Obviously, like there's nothing wrong with taking it. Like I don't regret having, had a lot of fun the last couple of days, and there's nothing wrong with taking a day to just be like, today I'm resting, I'm recovering, because that's another thing. Let me go into that. I'm so fitness and action and just overall moving forward driven. No, that was a terrible sentence. I'm so focused on taking action these days and so focused on being efficient and doing as much as I can that I'm also finding it's sometimes harder for myself to just do nothing. But every now and then we do need that. We do need like a utter rest day. So let's try and have a good rest day, but then make sure that on those rest days you don't go wrong in the sense that you end up doing things like you end up staying up too late again, so that you're already getting off to a bad start on Monday. All right. I hope that made sense. This is the best I can do for you guys today because my brain is cluttered. Appreciate you watching. This was episode 21. And tomorrow I'll be back rejuvenated, rested up, and ready to go. Have a beautiful Sunday. Hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Peace out.